Well, it is that time of year again to welcome our friends and family to our home for the holidays. And like Maya Angelou said, people may not always remember what you do, but they will definitely remember how you made them feel. And one of the best ways to make people feel welcome in our homes for the holidays is with a wonderful scent. And what I like to do, as soon as people walk to the door, they're able to smell a wonderful scent that I have sprayed on my wreath. And you can see I have rosemary growing right at my door. So you're hit with that wonderful aroma of rosemary. All right, come on in because I have a few other tips for you. Now, if you have a live tree, of course, you're going to have that wonderful outdoor scent of pine and bringing that into your home for the holidays. But if you have an artificial tree like I do, you can make your own DIY sprays, and that way you have a little more control of what is in your spray. Now I'll show you what is in this spray bottle shortly, but all you will need to do is just simply, right before your guests come over, just simply spray your tree. Here I have a beautiful arrangement of some evergreens that I foraged from the yard. And I just like to give them an extra little spritz, and it also helps to keep them nice and plump during the holiday season. Now we live out here amongst all of these pine trees, so I get to inherit a lot of pine cones that I can forage. So I like to give the pine cones a quick rinse because I just brought them in from outside and I don't want to bring any bugs in the house. Now to quickly dry the pine cones after washing them, I just put them on a cookie sheet and pop them in the oven on the lowest setting until they feel dry. Now I like to give my pine cones a little spritz of that DIY home holiday scent that I made. Y'all probably wondering, Jill, what's in that little bottle? When you going to show us what's in the bottle? Okay, so I like to make a home fragrance, and it's a signature scent that I like to make, but you really have to find your own scent that you like. Another tip that I'm going to tell you guys, if you have pets in your home with essential oils, be careful with the essential oils. Now, these sprays, because they are essential oils, they will also work double duty and they will deter pests in your home as well. So it's cold outside, it's getting cold, and pests and things want to come inside. They work double duty. The thing about the sprays and the reason that they deter pests is because they are an irritant to pests. Now we love the scents, however, pests don't. Now, your pets that you have, your dogs, cats, they may not like it as well because it also can be an irritant to them. So be very mindful around pets. So as I mentioned, I make my own signature scent, but I'm going to show you some of the essential oils that I like to use. So first up is ginger. Ginger has a nice, sweet, and savory kind of scent. Of course, rosemary. I have rosemary growing all around the property. And you know I have it growing right at the front door. Now, holidays scream cinnamon, right? Cinnamon is an essential, a must-have for the holidays. I love cedar wood. It has just this earthy, nice scent to it, similar to bergamot. I love bergamot. Cloves, like cinnamon, you can't have the holidays without cloves. And of course, we know peppermint, a definite must. But another thing that I like, of course, you have pine. Now, pine is very strong, so use it sparingly. and then the sweet scent of orange. So that brings that nice citrus freshness to your spray. And then the way that I infuse it is with some witch hazel and some distilled water. So once you create your spray, another thing that you can do is to add some to a diffuser. And this is one type of diffuser, and you can get these sticks, you know, you can get them in the stores, in the little bottles. They have different shapes of bottles. You can get them on Amazon. I will leave a link in my description box if you're interested. If you can't find some, and you can just quickly go there. But yes, this is one way, and then another way is with an electric diffuser. Let me show you. Here I have my electric diffuser. I want to add a combination of maybe some orange. I'm gonna add 5 drops of orange, and I think I'll add a couple drops of pine. Again, pine is very strong. We want to do that sparingly. And then I want some peppermint. Now I just put the top back on. And I don't know if you have one, but mine has a max level. So I only put it to that max level, put the top on. And then I turn it on. And there we go. You can see the mist coming out. And it just adds a nice, subtle, gentle mist throughout your home. You can put this in a bathroom, or you can use the manual diffuser and put these in bathrooms throughout your home. Now, a scent that is absolutely essential for me to have during the holidays are cloves. These little guys, amazing. And they have great health benefits for you too. But we'll talk about that another day. Right now, today, what I wanted to show you is just adding them to a simple orange. Now, when I was a little kid, I used to do this with my grandmother, and then she would also have me on Christmas Day to put it in her ham. Thanksgiving, Christmas, even New Year's. So all you simply do is take the cloves, and literally you are piercing the skin of the orange with the clove, like so. Let me show you guys. So literally all you're doing is piercing the skin of the orange with your clove. And the clove has like a natural little spike on the end of it. So you can just easily pierce it. And this is something that great that you can do with your children or grandchildren that are visiting. And the aroma is amazing. So yeah, any design that you want, I just went down a simple line with them, but any design that you want, you can do. And you see that juice coming through the orange. When it hits that clove, the scent is, I just like to place them in a cute little bowl and just sit them on your countertop in your kitchen. Honestly, it just has a sweet, earthy, clean freshness to it that oh my God, I just love this scent. It just screams holidays. And this brings us to our next scent, a simmer pot. Y'all, I am still walking around with this orange in my hand, smelling it. It is so amazing. Y'all comment and let me know, what is your favorite scent during the holidays? Is it cinnamon? Is it orange? Is it cloves? Is it a combination? Peppermint. Love it. So guys, this next one is not just non-toxic and make your house smell amazing. It's a simmer pot. Y'all, if you're not doing a simmer pot during the holidays, what are you doing? So right here I have some oranges. Actually, these are like little mandarins, tangerines, and I have some little apples that got a little bruised and probably not going to eat them. So they are perfect to make my simmer pot. And like I said, you can drink the simmer pot actually because everything in it is edible. So here we also have some rosemary that I picked from outside in my garden. And I think I might add some cranberries just for the aesthetics of it. Because the cranberries really don't give it that much of a scent, but they look beautiful. You just want to cut your oranges and your apples in circles. The thickness doesn't really matter, it's up to you. So as you see here, I have the apple slices and the mandarin oranges, a little rosemary, the cranberries. I have some ginger that I'm going to also slice up. I have some star anise here. So cute. Some cinnamon sticks. I have more cloves. And you can also add in, I like to add a little bit of peppermint. And this is 100% natural peppermint extract. So now you just simply begin adding your ingredients. And I will start with the cranberries. I just love watching them float. And as they warm up, you'll start to hear them popping. Those star anise, they're just so beautiful. And of course, you have to have cinnamon sticks. How pretty! And the scent is even more amazing. Now to really top it off, I'm going to add a couple drops of this peppermint extract. Like I said, the beauty of the simmer pot, not only does it make your home smell absolutely amazing, but you can drink it as a tea. It's actually beneficial for you. 0 sugar added, so amazing. So you can also buy the mulling syrup or mulling spices in a liquid form and pour that in as well. And I think these are sweetened, so you can add that. One of the things that I love to make is a mulled wine. And I learned to do that when I lived in Italy for a couple of years. And I was walking around in the Christmas markets and you would see these big copper pots. And you see people outside in their coats looking nice and cozy, sitting in the snow in the Christmas markets and wondering, how are y'all staying so warm? Maybe they were drinking the mulled wine. And so the mulled wine is basically all of those same things that you can add. I don't put cranberries in it, however, because that'll kind of, they become mush after they begin to boil. But the cinnamon sticks, the apples, the orange, the cloves, all of that I add into the mulled wine. So any red wine, you can actually do it with white wine as well. And a lot of people in Europe also do it with gin. So that's up to you. Or you can even do it with apple cider. So if you have some apple cider, then kids can drink it as well. So next up, we're gonna make a cleaning spray with my favorite, which is Castile soap. This one is non-scented and is vegan free, cruelty free, paraben free. So really, really good. And I haven't even opened it. So all I do is pour a little bit into some distilled water, and I'll add my essential oils. So whatever was that combination of essential oils that you enjoyed, add a few drops of that to this water and Castile soap mixture. Remember, not too much pine. And that sweet orange. It's gonna really bring it together. All I do now is put the lid on it and give it a shake. And I love this spray bottle because it has a continuous spray. However, if you're making a lot of it, you want to put it in a dark glass bottle, like the bottle that I had before that has a nice spray handle on it. Now you can spray your counters and surfaces, and they will have a wonderful scent that will permeate throughout your home. Now, if y'all catch this video before Thanksgiving is over, this is a super cute and fun little thing to do with activity for kids in the family, to cut the little pumpkin and scoop all of the insides out. Then you can either bake the seeds or y'all can plant the seeds, let them dry and plant them in the spring. So all I did was cut the top off. I put some cinnamon and pumpkin spice on the lid, and inside I have a little tea light. So you cut out the eyes and the mouth so that the aroma can spread out and diffuse out. And all I do is make sure I have it the right way. Light the tea light. How cute is that? Guys, I hope that this helped you to bring some natural, wonderful holiday scents into your home as you greet your guests for the holiday season. The last thing that I wanted to mention, of course, is baking some yummy cookies. Now, if you're someone who doesn't do sweet treats, always you can add some apples. You can even add apple slices to your air fryer, and that will put some cinnamon on it. Oh my gosh, so good. Until the next video, have a good one. Now, coming up in the next video is how I decorate this 9-foot pencil tree in the rest of my home. Stay tuned.